Hey everyone, it's Justice for Comics. It's Thursday. It's time for some whiskey. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I've had some technical difficulties. I tried to do a stream last week when I was at that golf tournament. I don't know what happened. I couldn't I couldn't get my sound to work. Um, I don't know if it was my headphones. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. I'm upstairs in the comic book closet. I've got access to about 8,000 comic books, although it takes some work to pull them out. Um, I'm upstairs. The Wi-Fi is better. I've been talking about getting that Wi-Fi booster for a while. I definitely need to do that. I found the one I want too. It's on Amazon. I just need to buy it and install it. So we got a lot to talk about tonight. I got a huge comic book haul. I mean, this is probably a week and a half. Yeah, at least a week and a half worth of books. I'm not even showing you everything. I got a big box today of pre-order books from DCBS service. Those are my monthly pre-orders that I do in advance. So I got a big box today of books, but this is mainly like just odds and ends, stuff I've been ordering. Some of it's exclusives, some of it's a couple things are older books. Everyone just thinks I don't buy older books. It's not true. I do buy a lot of older books. Last year I bought a lot of Uncanny X-Men books from the early 80s, late 70s. A lot of keys. Glad I did that. The prices on those books are starting to move. Although the one I really wanted to get, I haven't pulled the trigger on, is X-Men 101. That book keeps going up in value too. I don't know. I should have done that months ago, but what are you going to do? There's only so much capital. I need to slow down my exclusive buys and redirect the money more towards older stuff. So I know I need to do that. It's only smart to do that. I'll get to it eventually. We'll see what happens. So let's see who's in the chat. I know I see my familiar audience. As usual, we got 7 of you watching at the moment. We got GT Key Comic all the way up in Canada. I'm sure it's bitterly cold up there, my friend. Yeah, it's been pretty nice here this week. We had a really warm week last week. This week we had a cold front come through a couple days ago. So, cold front. It's in the 60s. Most of the country would take that any day, right? This time of year. So good to see you, GT Key Comic. We got Cardstock Variant. We got Infamous as well. Malcolm Giles. Good to see all of you in the chat. Hopefully we get more to join. I've been trying to let people know more in advance. I did send out notifications on YouTube, and I also messaged some people on Instagram. So yeah, we'll see. I did send out a general Instagram post about it. So I'm up to 1,200, I think like 1,209, 1,210 followers now on Instagram, which is pretty crazy. I remember I don't even think a month ago, I remember just breaking 1,000. I thought that was pretty awesome. So now I'm already at 1,200. So, I mean, my Instagram is growing a lot better than my YouTube channel. It's probably because I post more. I do post a lot of stuff on Instagram, probably 3 times more than doing YouTube videos. But I've been trying to get better. Last week, obviously, I didn't have as many videos out as I usually do. I didn't do my Thursday show. But I'm trying to keep on it, It's a work in progress. I was watching, before I went live, I was watching another channel, Geeky Guy Comics. Interesting guy, nice English bloke. What was funny is I think he had like 6 guys on his channel, and they're all bald with black shirts. So at first I was like, holy shit, is this a cult? What the fuck is going on? They all were bald. They all looked pretty similar, and they all had like black shirts. I didn't know what to think of that. So, and there was only 7 people watching. So I was like, all right, he's been on for like over an hour and he only had 7 people watching his live stream. I don't feel so bad when I only have like 7 to 10, but sometimes I get up to like 20. Um, you know, we'll see. We'll get some more to join. I do want to review CovrPrice's CovrPrice.com. Let me see if I can log into my email. I don't know why, but all of a sudden it's like I don't know if my computer downloaded something. I have to like log into everything. It's weird. Good thing I write down most of my passwords. Well, I don't think it would take that much to be able to crack my code. All right, yeah, I got into there now. Let's take a look. Pull up I'm going to share my screen in just a moment. Let me get to the email. I know I just got it a few days ago. It's why I thought of it. Yeah, they have their top 20 list and their runner-up list. So it's basically a top 20 list, right? CovrPrice Weekly. It's a nice little thing to review. Oh, there's Mandy the Comic Collector. Good to see you, Mandy. All right, we got our usual gang here. Our gang of 9. We're it's usually the same guys all the time, right? Yeah. I do this for you guys. That's it. Once in a while I get somebody new, but for the most part it's just for you guys. All right. Here's CovrPrice email. I get it every week. I don't always look at it, but I decided, let's do a review of it this week. There's a couple things on there that look interesting. I'm trying to center this more in the page. Hopefully everybody can see it okay. If I need to enlarge it more, let me know. Let's go down. Let's go to the number 20 on the list. So basically 20 through 11 are the runners up. Still books that are moving, people are paying attention to. So number 20 is Jupiter's Legacy number 1. It says Image 2021. I don't think that's correct. I'm pretty sure that comic book did not come out in 2021. It came out like at least 3 or 4 years ago. A teaser trailer for this Netflix series released last week, and while it's mostly dialogue over a logo, it still reminded folks that it's actually coming. This has been one of those sleeping series where the market barely moved with an announcement. So if this is good, and it sounds like it will be, then this may be jumping up into the top 10 when this releases on May 7th. This week, 25 copies sold, up 148%. 9/8 just sold for about $150. I think I have that book. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah. I think there's a couple covers too. I know I've got the regular A cover. It was a good read. I mean, I like Mark Miller. I think he could be edgy. His writing sometimes is really good. Sometimes it's not. It's hit or miss. But I thought Jupiter's Legacy, I like the concept of it. It's kind of a modern day mythology on people, a group of people becoming superheroes, and then the next generation, their children, kind of acting irresponsibly. Yeah, it's a good story. I liked it. So it's a good read. I think they did a couple volumes, Jupiter's Legacy, and then another Jupiter's, I don't remember what the second volume was, but yeah, it was decent. I thought it was a decent read. Yeah. So that's starting to move. Number 20 on the list. You may want to dig through your back issue bins. I'm sure as soon as that hits Netflix, and if it is good, I agree with CovrPrice. I think you'll see that issue number 1 start to move. I don't think it goes much, even on eBay right now. I think if you go on eBay, I don't think it really goes for a lot, does it? Like $10 to $15 maybe at the most. Yeah, I'm trying to look real quick to see if there's any buy it now. Yeah, there's a buy it now for 27. Yeah, there's a buy it now for $5 plus $8 shipping. Yeah. There is a 1 in 25 sketch cover. I don't remember if I have that one or not. I don't think I do. I don't think I have that one. So that may be the one to look for, is the 1 in 25 sketch cover. I think that could be the hot book. You know, if this ends up being like a $50 A cover, I'm sure that 1 in 25 will be like $100 to $150 book. So I think you can get it under $50 right now. So that might be, again, it's risk. You know, it's a Netflix show. Umbrella Academy comes to mind. That book spiked up. I mean, I think that Free Comic Book Day book was like $100 book at one time, raw. And I think it's back down. I think you could comfortably buy it in the $30 to $40, maybe $50 range. So it I don't know. We'll see what happens. But keep your eye on it. I'd say if you could buy it cheap, if you can find it at LCS for CovrPrice, or I don't know, maybe you could find it in a dollar bin. Who knows? Number 19 is Ultimate Fallout number 4 from 2011. First appearance of Miles Morales. There was a 9/8 sale this week for almost $2,800. That's crazy. Now, that is a book that there are a lot of 9/8s out there. I don't think it's a really tough book to get in high grade. There's some people predicting this could be a $3,000 book, but the print run is pretty high, so I don't know. There's a lot of 9/8s out there. My copy, I think, is a 9/8. It's not graded, but I mean, if I was going to sell it, I would probably get it CGC graded. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty confident it would grade it a 9/8. Maybe a 9/6. Who knows? But it's nice to see that book moving. Spider-Verse 2 is coming, so that's one to keep your eye on. Most people have either bought this book or they've decided, screw it, I'm not buying it. I'm not paying the crazy money. I mean, when I bought my copy, it was $40, and hell, the guy I bought it from, I think, had like 20 of them for sale at $40 a piece. I could have bought certainly more than one if I wanted to, but I was just like, yeah, I'll get it because it's his first appearance. I'd like to have that book. It's a key book. I wasn't thinking it would explode in value. I thought, yeah, maybe in 5 years that'll be $100 book. That's kind of the way I was thinking. Yeah, what did I know? I think I bought it like 2 years ago, and it's really, really taken off. So, yeah, that's number 19 on the list. Ultimate Fallout number 4. Number 18 is X-Force number 1, the Deadpool trading card. I'm sure there's still LCSs with short boxes full of this comic book. Remember, this was a super high print run book. Maybe it's probably over 1 million copies printed, so it's not like there's a shortage of these books out there. But a raw copy will set you back about $40 right now. So, you shop owners out there that have a short box full of these, you had it priced at $1 a piece, you may want to pull those out and start throwing them up on eBay. Check to make sure you got the Deadpool card. That's the one that's going for the money right now. Number 17 is X-Men number 4. First appearance or cameo of Omega Red. Cameo / cover appearance. Yeah, it's a cool book. I have it in my collection. I've got a nice high grade copy. 9/8 just went for $235. There's still speculation that he will show up potentially in the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show that's coming soon to Disney Plus. If that does happen, yes, you will see this book go higher for sure. So keep that on your radar. Number 16, Department of Truth #1. This book is getting picked up. Looks like Elizabeth Murdoch. I think that's Rupert Murdoch's daughter, right? Is that who it is? Media mogul, right? Rupert Murdoch. I think he looks like he's 110 years old. Looks like he belongs in a Hobbit movie. Something about old rich men. I don't know. It's kind of like Mr. Burns from Simpsons. All the early copies are on fire. I've got a couple ones to show you tonight. So Department of Truth is definitely one that should be on your hit list. Number 1, 9/8 just sold for about $160. I mean, there was a lot of people that were onto this book because it was James Tynion. So I don't think that the print run is real low. There's certain books that do have a low print run. There's a secret variant. Oswald cover that's pretty low print run, supposedly. And I just missed. I was looking at a buy it now listing for like $60, and I thought, maybe I should pick this up. Next thing I know, it's like $200. So, oh well. I picked up the most important issue of the entire run, though, so I will show that off tonight. It's not the first issue either. It's issue number 2 is by far way more important than issue number 1, and I'll go over why. Number 15, The Terminator #1 from 1988. Netflix and Skydance have teamed up with Japan's production IG to produce an animated series. The Terminator's first comic appearance is in this issue. $15 for a raw copy, up 495%. That tells me it was in a dollar bin. If it's only $15, that's up almost 500%. Yeah. So that was CovrPrice or dollar bin era. So that is on the move. I don't think that's a super easy one to find. It's an older book. I don't have it in my collection, but I have the coolest Terminator cover to show you tonight on my channel, by far. It's the coolest. You won't find one any better than this. I dare you to find a cover as good as the one I'm going to show you tonight, in fact. So it's a pretty bold statement. But I am going to show that off tonight on my live stream. I got it in the mail just a few days ago. I'm very proud to own it, and it's one of those books that I kind of had my eye on for a while, and I was just waiting for the right price, and usually there were only a couple copies for sale, and they were asking crazy money. Finally, there was a dip, and I got a hold of a nice copy, so I'm going to show you guys that in a little bit. Number 14 is Infinite Crisis #3. First appearance of Jamie Reyes, who later becomes the Blue Beetle in issue number 5. So the debate is issue number 5 more important or issue number 3? I think it's more important the character in costume, right? I don't know. What if Peter Parker only showed up in Amazing Fantasy number 15 as a brief cameo, and then his first full appearance was Spider-Man #1? I would think that Spider-Man #1 would be worth more, right? I'm just surmising. I don't know. Just a thought. All right. What's the next one here? Number 13 is Spawn #1 from 1992. Yeah, I mean, Spawn Universe is being launched this year, I think in May, I think it is. May or June. This book continues to be hot. It's been hot for a while. It's heavily print run. I think the print run was like 2 million copies, so it's not like this is a really tough book to find. There's a lot of copies out there. maybe getting it in a 9.8, maybe finding a newsstand copy. That's probably what I would focus on if you really want a nice high grade copy of Spawn #1. I would spend the extra money to try to find a newsprint or a newsstand, as they say, right? That's what I would look for. Number 12 is Infinite Crisis #5. First full appearance of Blue Beetle, the new Blue Beetle. I think this is the one you want to get versus Infinite Crisis #3. I'm glad both are doing well. I've got the whole run. I bought the whole run originally. I have them bagged and boarded. I think I read them once, so they're in pretty high grade. But that issue #5, 9.8, just sold for about $260, up 327%. That's a pretty good move. So keep that one. I think you can find those in back issue bins at a lot of shops. A lot of store owners may not be hip to that, so keep your eye on that one. Number 11 is Spider-Man India #1 from 2005. Rumors of Spider-Man India appearing in the Spider-Man Into the Universe 2 lit a fire under this long undervalued series. $55 for a raw copy. Yeah. I mean, to each his own. I don't think it would be something I would ever collect, but there could be some movement up until the release of that movie, and then it will probably die down. I'm not too impressed by it, but whatever. To each his own. All right, those are your runners up. Let's get into the real list. Starting with number 10. Let me forward back up to the top of the list. Number 10 is Taskmaster #3. First appearance of God, how do you pronounce that? Tajuki? I probably just offended all Koreans by that pronunciation. The regular cover is going for about $32 raw, up 122%. It's that Taskmaster. I think it's a good series. It's been pretty good. I think most people have been enjoying reading it. I mean, it's a key book at this point. It seems to be doing well. Number 9 is Final Crisis #7, the B cover. Ta-Nehisi Coates to write a new Superman movie. We'll be writing a new Superman movie for Warner Brothers. Sorry, everybody. I need to put Do Not Disturb on my phone. Sorry about that. So this project is being set up as a Black Superman story. Calvin Ellis is most likely the candidate. Calvin's first cameo appearances in this issue. It went nuts price-wise. A 9.8 just sold for about $600. Holy crap. Final Crisis #7. I don't know if I have that book. I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't think I have that. I think it's got a nice cover by Alex Ross. I don't think I have it. Oh, well. Black Superman, I don't know. Let's make everybody black. Why don't we have all characters being black? Why don't we do a black universe? I have no problem with black people being in movies. I loved Black Panther. I thought it was awesome. But what I don't like is when I feel like they're placating, when I feel like they're forcing movies where we've got to take a traditional character and, we've got to make him black. That'll make it more interesting. Now, the color of someone's skin doesn't make something more interesting, in my opinion. I just don't believe in that. I think that's ridiculous. I don't care if the person's black or white. Make a good story. But of course, what they're going to do is they're going to focus on race. I don't know. This country, United States, is hyper focused on race. I don't know. It's crazy. But, if you want to make Superman black, go for it. You know what? When you're speeding through the air, you don't want that long black hair. It gets in your eyes. It'd be better to have it short and tight. Maybe it'll be better for him. I don't know. So that's number 9, Final Crisis. Number 7, a book I don't have, especially the B cover, which is a nice Alex Ross cover. Number 8 is Infinite Crisis. Number 5, the Jim Lee cover. I do have that book in my collection. 9.8 just sold for $500. Wow. I may need to go get that graded. I think I have a high grade copy. I believe I read it one time, put it in a bag and board, and stuck it in a box. So my copy should be pretty high grade. I'm pretty sure it's 9.6 or 9.8. Hopefully it's a 9.8. I don't know. Maybe I should sell that. Number 7 is G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, number 32. There is a planned live-action series centered on Lady J. I don't remember. I remember watching the cartoon. I remember Duke. He was the blonde, I guess the leader of G.I. Joe somewhat. And then I remember that army guy. What was his name? Sergeant fuck him up. I don't remember what his name was. Sergeant something. I do remember watching the cartoon. I did have some of the action figures. I think they were the best action figures of their day because their elbows would bend, their wrists would move. They had more articulation to any other toy made. So, I was into Star Wars toys. And the G.I. Joe were my favorite because I could move them. They bent, their elbows bent, their knees bent. They articulated really, really well. So, and I was a big fan of the cartoon. So what can I tell you? I don't have any of my G.I. Joe figures. I think I gave them to my brother. Who the hell knows what he did with them? But a near mint plus copy will run you about $150 right now for that book. So yeah, if you get your G.I. Joe books, you may want to look through and make sure you got that issue. Number 6 is Batman Black and White, number 3. This is the first appearance of Mia Maps Mizoguchi. What the fuck? Gotham Academy has a new Robin. I don't know who that is. Is that the brand new one that just came out? Yeah, all right. I just got it in the mail from my DCBS order. I got the A cover and I think that was the C cover. I don't know. I ordered a couple copies. It's going for $20 raw. Fantastic. Mia Maps Mizoguchi. Mizoguchi? I don't know. It's a crazy looking name. What are you going to do? I don't know, guys. Let's move on. Number 5, West Coast Avengers number 45. The newsstand version, no spoiler, the Vision went all white. Well, his body at least, on the last episode of WandaVision. Everyone rushed out to buy copies on eBay. That's typical. An 8.0 sold for $309. Well, I happen to have in my grubby little hands a copy that I bought a couple years ago. I think I paid $15 for this. 15 or 20. It was cheap. I mean, this is so good. I've got to show this. I got to use my large screen. Oh, look at that. It looks so pretty in a My Light. I mean, it's not a newsstand, though, unfortunately. It's a direct. But, man, look at this copy. It's minty fresh. I don't know that it's a 9.8. I mean, CGC standards are pretty low these days. They might grade it a 9.8. There's no spine ticks, no creases. All corners are sharp. There's a little bit of in the right, the left corner bind. There's a little bit of, I don't know what you'd call that, blunting. It's very barely noticeable though. I've got a really nice copy on my hands. I think that this could get a 9.6, maybe a 9.8 grade. If the grader came in and smoked some weed the night before and was in a good mood, I might get a 9.8 on this. Wow. Can you imagine if this was a 9.8? I mean, it's a pretty high grade copy. I think I did pretty well. I paid $15, maybe $20 shipped for this. So I did pretty well on that. I don't even remember why I bought it. I think I remember somebody posted, yeah, you should pick this up. Maybe it was Jim's Comics. I don't know. Somebody said that you should pick up a nice copy. And I looked on eBay and I was like, yeah, this one looks pretty good, pretty clean. I mean, it's a 75-cent issue price, so what's that, early 80s? Mid 80s? I don't know. It's a pretty nice copy, right? So I do have that one. And related to that, I also picked up pretty cheap. I picked this up for under $10, which I think this book could get hotter, is Avengers Origins, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver. It's a nice cover. Who did the cover on that? I think at Mercado, maybe? Or Jurcevic? Maybe it's Jurcevic. I don't know. It's a nice cover. This book could get hot. I think, right after I bought it, I think it went up to like $15, $20. So I think it's gone up a little bit since I bought it, but it's pretty nice. I like that one. So yeah, those are my two Scarlet Witch WandaVision books that I wanted to talk about and highlight. All right, let me jump into the chat here. And we'll get back to the list in a moment. We got HYDRA Comics. Good to see you, HYDRA. He's a good old buddy of mine. Carolina Chris. I was just watching his Instagram video. I told him to jump on here. Glad you were able to make it, my friend. Who else we got in here? Yeah, I don't like identity politics either. I agree with you. Who else we got here? Jimmy Ramsey, good to see you, buddy. Jimmy, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad you were able to make it. Good on you for that. HYDRA is going live at 10 p.m. Central. So that would be, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for you folks on the East Coast. So check out HYDRA's channel. Don't worry, I'll be well off. I'm going to be off here in about 26 minutes. I got to eat dinner here in a little bit, so I'm just about done. Well, we'll be done in about 20 minutes. So there's still more to go through. Who else we got here? Oh, yeah, Sergeant Slaughter. That's right, he was a wrestler. That's who I couldn't think of. I had his action figure. I think I had Duke's. I had Snake Eyes. I had Cobra Commander. I think I even had a Destro. I loved all those action figures. I wish I had kept them. God, if I kept them, I'd pull them out right of you and maybe make a little action scene. Still watch here and there on Hasbro YouTube channel. They live stream daily. There you go. Carolina says, talk and text sucks on iPhone, by the way. Yeah. I always have technical difficulties. Big comic book collector says, how many ENIAC #1 first prints did you get, Justice? I only got one. I grabbed one off of Midtown. Yeah, I mean, you don't know what's going to blow up, right? That was one that, it was a cool looking cover. I thought, yeah, that's pretty interesting. It's like a techno virus is infecting that guy on the cover. It looked pretty cool. I did grab one cover from Midtown, the white, the first print. So I don't know. I guess that first print's blown up already in value. So I do have one coming to me. Yeah, I don't know. There's something going on with it too. I guess some shops are selling it way over cover price, and they're being banned now from the publisher, which I think is interesting. I saw something posted on Comic Tom's Instagram page about that, so we may check that out here in a little bit. Who else we got here? Hydra says they all smoke. Talking about CGC graders. It's funny. You just never know. Jimmy says, did you get your Ice Cream Man 23 from Trinity? I have not. No. I did get an Ice Cream Man 23 from a couple different stores, but not from Trinity. So I'm a little disappointed in Trinity Comics. I messaged the owner, I think through Instagram or was it Facebook, and he's never replied to me. So I don't know if any of you know Trinity Comics or know the owner. Tell them that Justice for Comics is coming for him. I want my damn Ice Cream Man number 23. I think I ordered the regular Virgin cover, and I also paid money, or I don't know if I paid. I think he has to invoice. I don't think I've paid any money for these books yet. I think what happens is I claimed them in their Facebook post, and then they invoice you later. And I don't remember getting invoiced, or at least I looked through my PayPal. I don't see an invoice for it. But supposedly I bought the regular cover, and then that allowed me to buy the metal cover, which I also claimed in time and got a thumbs up on. And I have neither of those books yet, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So Jimmy, maybe we can band together. I don't know if you're waiting on yours as well. I don't know. Caroline says, my LCS didn't get any big. All right. Jimmy's also waiting on his Ice Cream Man 23. Yeah, I think we all are. I don't know if we'll ever get that. HYDRA Comics says, you just see these Dr. Seuss books are going for $400 or more online. Yeah, man, cancel culture, buddy. You know, they cancel everybody these days. You know, yeah. I mean, if they drew a stereotypical, I think that there was a book in particular that drew a Chinaman, or they drew a Chinese guy, and they colored him yellow. All right, I get it. I get why some people would be offended by that. So just, you know, when's the last time they printed the book with him looking like that, right? Probably they haven't in a long time. But now they're just going back and, oh yeah, they printed those books, you know, 30, 25 years ago. You know, come on. Dr. Seuss, I think he's dead. I'm pretty sure he's long gone. You know, he's not here to answer for what he did. I mean, I don't know. What did he do? Did he do it, or the artist did that? I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming he approved the book, but you know, it's enough with the cancel culture. Enough. The past is the past. Leave it there. Why dig it up? It makes no sense to dig up the past. Learn from it. In fact, you know, a lot of people want to erase the past, which is ridiculous. You're never going to learn if you erase the past. So, you know, just get over it. Just realize that, yeah, you know, my grandmother was racist. She was a nice lady. But she didn't like black people. What do you want me to tell you? In her era, she grew up not liking black people. It's the way it was. You know, it doesn't make me think that she was an evil person. It's just that was how it was back then. You know, I don't know. We're not like that today, right? I think human beings have grown and changed quite a bit. I like all races. I have no problem with anyone's race at all, as long as you don't have a problem with me being white. You know, that's the other thing. It's like there's people that want to treat white people differently. That's being racist. So you know, I don't know. It seems like there's more people treating white people poorly these days. I'm going to probably get some backlash on that comment. I'm sure. Infamous says Trinity will typically reach out to you via Facebook Messenger if they do not have your email on file for PayPal. You'd then get an email from them. I don't know what to tell you. I messaged them on Facebook, so through Messenger, and I didn't get a reply. So I don't know what's going on. The owner of Trinity will not reply to personal messages. You need to message the actual Trinity Comics page. I don't remember what I did. I'll have to look. GTK Comics says, speaking of exclusives, your spec on these three, please. Department of Truth number 7, the Megan Hutchinson. I think that's what he meant to write. Kate's. Number 2, Children of Adam, number 1. Number 3, Deadpool Nerdy. Number 1, Crane Blacklight. I don't remember seeing that one. Department of Truth #7. Yeah, I mean, I think all those issues are good. Children of the Atom #1. I did pre-order the A cover, the Silva cover. I didn't speculate on any of the other covers. I don't know what to say about Deadpool Nerdy 30 Crane Black. I don't know about that one. Sorry. I'm not sure on that one. I'm not up to speed on that. Craig69 says, I'm waiting, and so is Mad Mike. Okay. What are you waiting for? You waiting for your vaccine shot? I don't know. Hydra Comics says Dr. Seuss didn't do nothing. Yeah, I mean, I think he just wrote children's books, didn't he? I don't know. Was he a bad character in history? I don't think he was. I think he was a pretty good guy. I don't hear any bad stories about him. Cardstock says, why dig up the past on a comic book channel? Totally get the sentiment. Times change. It's rude to ignore the artist's contributions because of outdated viewpoints. Yes, I agree with that. Yep. I mean, viewpoints change, society changes, old people die, and so do their ideas. That's the way of the world. That's the way it is, right? Yeah. Yes, there are a lot of sick alien covers coming out. God, the one, I think, tomorrow, the Mayhew one looks so freaking awesome. I'm probably going to have to pull the trigger on that. Yeah, my wife's going to kill me. I'm buying way too many comic books. Way too many. Yes, I'm still waiting to. Yep. All right, let's get back to the list, guys. I'm going to finish that off, and then we'll go into more books. Let me share my screen again. There we go. We left off with West Coast Avengers #45 is #5. #4, Marvel Voices Legacy #1, the Oliver Copiel variant. That's the Miles Morales cover. Man, it's going for almost $33 raw. I did grab a copy off of Midtown. I also got, I'm going to show this one now. Might as well, since it's coming up now. I also got a nice, I think this was Frankie's. It was either Frankie's or Golden Apple. I can't remember. Nice Delato Black Panther cover. I don't remember Delato ever doing a Black Panther cover. So, yeah, Marvel Voices Legacy. There's the trade dress. I don't know if these sold out. I can't remember if these sold out or not, but I like that cover, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get that. So, yeah, I like this a little bit better than the Miles Morales one, but the Copiel one's nice too. It's nice. I like it. But Delato is awesome, and yes, I agree with you, Cardstock. The Alien variant is freaking fire. I don't have that one yet. I should be getting that. Should be getting that soon, though, right? I think I got some email from Scott's Comics that I got some mailing coming to me. Yeah, Carolina Chris he grabbed the Delato cover himself. Yeah, so that's a good book. All right, let's get back to. We're almost done with this list. #3 is Action Comics #9 from 2012. Black Superman. I guess this more about Calvin Ellis. I don't know if I have that issue. I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't have it. Yeah, he looks like Obama. Looks like Obama. I think they meant to do that on purpose, right? 9/8 just sold for about $300. I don't know. If the movie gets developed, I would wait till the trailer drops and then sell those books. I mean, if you've got those books, I would hold on until the trailer drops. #2 is Final Crisis #7. While the B went for more money, the A cover is still a hot book. First cameo appearance of Calvin Ellis. 9/8 selling for about $500 right now. And #1 is West Coast Avengers #45. This is the regular, which is the one I showed you, and 9/8. You would think the newsstand would be going for more. I don't know. Was that $1,500 sale? Was that a Newsstand variant. I gotta look this up. When did that happen? That was on eBay, wasn't it? Let's look this up. Let's look it up. CGC 9.8. Holy crap! Let me share my screen. We're done with that list, anyways. This is what I love about my channel. I get to do what the hell I want to do. I love it. I love it. All right, there we go. There is a for sale right now. There is a 9.8. That looks like a newsstand. Yeah, that's a newsstand for $2,500. They're asking. Holy crap, that's insane. I mean, does the first appearance of Vision even go for that kind of money? Holy crap, I don't know if it does. It's insane. Here is the direct edition. 1 day left. There is a bid already of $1,300. Holy crap! I should sell. What do you got? What do you guys think that my copy is worth? Do you think it's a 9.8? What do you think it is? Let me see if I can get in close. I mean, there's no what's wrong with this book? There's not much, right? It's pretty clean. There's no spine ticks. There's no spine roll. Maybe that one corner there's a little. Trying to get in the camera nice. I mean, tell me what's wrong with this book. Right? You think it's a 9.8 candidate? If it is, this is one of the most expensive books in my collection right now. I mean, it's over $1,000 this thing is worth right now. I don't know. Jimmy says you better put your copy up now. I need to find. Well, this is the problem. This is the issue with me. CGC is in Sarasota, Florida. I'm in Tampa. I can literally drive to their headquarters in about an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. They're very close. And I don't know if they do pick up in delivery. I don't know. I need to look into that because I probably could save some money on shipping, right? I'm assuming shipping is a big part of the expense of getting your books graded, right? I know that they charge, what do they charge? $25, $30 a book. And then if you want it pressed, you could pay a little extra to get it pressed. That probably guarantees you're going to get a 9.8, right? If I tell them, hey, press this book, they'll probably grade it a 9.8, potentially, right? I don't know. I don't think it needs press though. It's pretty good. I don't see any dents on it. No wrinkles. I mean, it's pretty smooth. I don't know. I'm not a professional grader, but to me, it looks like a 9.6 or 9.8. It could go either way. There's not a lot wrong with it. It's in pretty nice shape. So I don't know. Maybe I should sell that puppy. Jimmy says 9.6 for sure. You get it back from CGC, it'll be cooled off. I know. That's the problem. As soon as I get it back, it won't be a hot book anymore. The people have moved on. That's the way the hobby is. I mean, you got to anticipate things way in advance. I don't know how you could have anticipated that. I don't know. I guess I'm not that smart. Parker, good to see you, buddy. He says these aren't comic book people buying these books. This is card collectors entering the hobby. Sell, sell, sell. I don't disagree with you. Parker knows a lot. He's a smart guy. You can't drop off in person anymore. You used to be able to get an appointment and drop off. Way too many books submitted now. Yeah. I mean, I have a problem with grading anyways. I'm not a big fan of it. It's too subjective. There's just a lot of variables involved in grading. So I'm not a big fan of it. Donnie Robinson, good to see you, my friend. I don't think I've seen you before on the chats. He says, what do you think about Sanctum's Proctor Valley road covers? I thought it was a pretty nice one. I think it's got the car out there with the blood on it. Yeah, I thought it was a nice cover. I like that Proctor Valley. I do have the thank you variant coming to me from Midtown. Midtown had one copy. I am the only one that's getting it I don't know. What do you guys think of Proctor Valley Road? I don't know. Grant Morrison. I went on eBay a little bit today, and I don't see anybody selling the thank you variant. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a rare book. Maybe it's not. It's a virgin copy of the Christian Ward cover, which I think is one of the best covers. I did not like the I did not like the Peach Momoko cover. I didn't like it. Sorry. And I'm a fan of Peach Momoko. I usually like Peach, but I didn't like her cover on that. It was kind of blah to me. I don't know. Yeah. So what are you gonna do, guys? There's your top 10 list or your top 20 list from CovrPrice. Parker says you are a 9.8 white guy in my book. Yes, I'm very white. There's no doubt about that. I can't jump. I can't dance. I'm very, very white. There's no doubt about that. It's funny. Craig69 says Ryan Brown Alien cover drops tomorrow at Comics Elite. Yes, I saw that. I liked it, but I thought the Mayhew was better. I like Ryan Brown. I mean, I've had him on my channel. He's a good artist. I like most of his stuff. I think it's good. I love that Venom Alien cover that he did. I thought that was awesome. But I thought the Mayhew was better. Just, I don't know. Hey, to each his own. What are you going to do? Parker says, these aren't comic book people. Yeah, okay, we already talked about that. Let me move down the list here. No, GTK Comic, I did not get my medal. I'm still waiting on both those books, the regular and the medal. Parker says, first Winter Soldier is going up again. Look at eBay for the first appearance, especially the variant. I have both, by the way. I have both the regular A cover and the B cover variant. They're in high grade. They probably would be 9/8. All right, so let's talk about some of my comic book hauls, some of the books I got in the mail. I got this one in today. Berserker #1. This is I think it's the Inhook Lee exclusive. I think I got this from Golden Apple, if I'm not mistaken. Golden Apple Comics. Pretty cool cover. I like it. I haven't read it yet. I'm going to read it tonight. It looks pretty cool. I like Keanu Reeves. You know, I could see this being, I mean, the print run of this is really high. I don't know. I don't know what the print run of this book was. I think it was fairly low. I don't know. 1,000 copies maybe? I'm not too sure. But it's a nice cover. I like the cover a lot. I can't wait to read it. Another book I got in the mail, and this is one I bought last week. I talked about it. I put it on Instagram. I've not really talked about it on my channel yet, but Department of Truth #2. That is the 1 in 25 variant. It's kind of a disturbing cover. I mean, I showed this to my wife, and she was like, what the fuck? Why do you have that comic book in your collection? I'm like, well, it's worth a lot of money. It is controversial. This book, I think, will be $1,000 raw, and a graded copy will be over $2,000. So I paid $269 for this. It's a 9/8, absolute 9/8. It's perfect condition. I examined this book very, very carefully, and I told the guy that I bought it from, if this is not a 9/8, I'm going to send it back to you. So it's a 9/8. Trust me. It's a 9/8. It's an awesome, crazy cover. Yeah, I mean, this book was about $100 out of the gate. This book was really never cheap. I've heard some people message me that they got it, for $30, $50. Those people scored big. This is going to be a big book, huge book. $1,000 raw is my prediction. So there are a couple copies on eBay right now, around $250 to $300. If I were you, I would buy it. This is going to be $1,000 book. I can almost guarantee you. I'm usually never wrong. Usually. But that's That one's going to be $1,000. Another one, this is a store variant. I just love the cover. I think this is, who did the cover on this? Grizzetti? I can't remember who did the cover on this, but man, it's just an awesome cover. The coloring is awesome. So this is Department of Truth number 6. Yeah, I think it's number 6. This was a store variant, I think, from Sanctum Sanctorium Comics. The Virgin and the trade dress. Yeah, I think it's the typical, maybe 500 for the Virgin, 1,000 for the trade. I can't remember. I don't know. Can't keep track of all that shit anymore. This was one that I thought I had in my collection. I couldn't find it. I could have swore I bought this at one time. Elric, the White Wolf, number 2. I have the A cover. I've got the B cover. I just couldn't find this book. I could have swore I bought this at one time. So I think I got this under $10. I just love the cover on these books. The print rate on this book is super low. I would pick these up. Remember, this is Null. This is the origin of Null right here. Donny Cates, you're full of shit. All you did was copy and steal from Elric. Elric is Null, okay? Looks just like him. He's got a big fucking sword. Yeah, come on. Give me a break. Cates is not a genius. Trust me, he's not. Everyone thinks he is. He's not. He's not a genius. All he did was steal from something that was already produced. I got 2 sets of Haha number 2. Yeah, this is a hot freaking book right now. I don't know. I think you can still buy them pretty cheap. 100 to 125 right now. It's a perfect homage to Chamber of Chills number 19, which is a classic horror book, pre-code horror. It's just a cool cover. Wanted Comics was the exclusive on that. I'm buying those and socking them away. I'm not selling them anytime soon. I can tell you that much. Let's move on to Ice Cream Man. Ice Cream Man number 22. This is the John Jiang Virgin cover from Comics Elite. I just ordered the Virgin cover. I didn't pay extra for it to be signed, but apparently it's signed. I think they felt bad that I had to wait so long to get this. I mean, it took like 2 months to get this. So it's signed with a COA. So I've not seen any of the signed copies for sale. I've only seen the 9/8 graded ones that are graded and signed for sale, and they go for pretty good money. So I'm assuming this is probably a $100 book. I don't know. I think I paid like $25 or $30 for it. I got 2 copies of the David Sanchez cover for Ice Cream Man number, what is this? Number 23. So I didn't get my Zoe Lachey cover yet, but I did get the David Sanchez. This is the Econ, was it the Con? I don't know. At Con. Limited to 500 copies. I got two of them. Yeah, they're not numbered, though. They're not numbered COAs, so I don't know. Usually I like them to be numbered. It's a nice cover, though. I might sell one of them. We'll see. This is an old one, man. This is such a nice book. It came in perfect shape. I'm pretty sure this would grade it a 9/8. It's pretty damn nice. Marvel Superpower Secret Wars. First appearance of the Beyonder is in this book, I believe. So this book is starting to heat up. I think I paid like $18 for it, plus shipping. Maybe it was $20. This is a super high grade copy. I have no doubt that this would grade it a 9/8. So the Beyonder is supposedly going to show up and is voiced by, what's his name that plays Morpheus? That black actor. I can't remember his name. Not Forrest Whitaker. I was thinking Forrest Whitaker. It's not Forrest Whitaker. I can't remember his name. I have a hard time with names. You know what I'm talking about. All right. I got a couple books for Something is Killing the Children. I think this is number 15. The Lashley cover. This was an exclusive Virgin cover. It sold out real quick. It's probably more than doubled since I bought it. I think I got this from Frankie's. Frankie's exclusive. There were a couple shops selling it. I think the print run on this was around 500 copies, but it's done well. It's gone up quite a bit in price. The Zoo or Zoo cover. This was a Black Cape Comics exclusive for Something is Killing the Children. I think it's number 15 as well. It's got a COA. I can't read it. It is. Yeah, it is. I think it was less than 300. I think 300 copies of this only. It sold out in like 2 minutes, and it tripled in price right after I bought it. So, yeah, another hot cover. Pretty cool cover. I like that cover by Zoo or Zoo. David Sanchez cover, another David Sanchez cover. He seems to be doing well lately. Something is Killing Children. I think this is number 15. Cool looking cover. The blood splattered on the tank top. Just a cool looking image. Again, this was limited, I think, to 400 or 500 copies. It sold out pretty quickly. I believe that was Frankie's Comics as well. Now, this one was Scott's Comics. This sold out very quickly. I tried to buy 2 copies, and they caught it. They refunded me for 1 and said, no, we're only sending you 1. But it is the Alan Qua wraparound for Something is Killing the Children 15. Yeah, this is like a $200 book. Came all the way from the UK. It's a really cool cover. I love it. It's in perfect shape. I'm holding all these Something is Killing the Children books. I don't know. Down the road, they could be worth, they already are worth a fortune. It's crazy what they're going for now. Of course, my Rose Besh Spider-Woman number 9. That I've got 2 copies of this. I had one that I sold. It easily paid for the other 2, so I'm pretty happy about that. She's the next, seems to be the next Momoko. I don't know. All her stuff's on fire. Silk number 2 is sold out. I think I'm seeing pre-orders now on eBay for $90 to $100. I picked them up for about $45 each. So yeah, pretty hot cover. That is definitely a big boy book right now. Venom number 33, the David Finch cover. I like that cover. I think it's about what I paid for it. It hasn't really appreciated much, but I like the cover a lot, so decided to grab that one. All right, now this is a book that I ordered the first issue. It was a Virgin and colors. I guess it was color and then color splash. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin. Issue number 2. These are exclusives through, I think, Jolzar Collectibles. They're the only site selling these. They sold out very quickly. The pre-run on this is really low. I think 200 or 300 only. So, again, these books have doubled or tripled in value. I've been collecting all the Kale No covers. And over the weekend, I did buy issue number 3 by Kale No. It was limited to 300, and it sold out in like 2 minutes. So I was happy to get one of those as well. So I'm just kind of collecting the Kale No covers for Last Ronin. I know there's a bunch of covers out there. Those are the ones I decided I was going to get. Yeah, so I'm going to leave the best for last. The book I've always wanted. It's not that it's worth a ton of money. It's just I've always been wanting it, and I finally got it. All right, so Ultra Raw 26 did this cover for Black Friday number 1. It's just crazy, badass cover. It's a digital artist. I think his real name is like Singh Rana. Yalinda Singh Rana. Sounds Indian to me. I don't know. He's digital artist. He's really cool. That's a really cool cover. I love that cover. So that was an exclusive cover that he did. And I also picked up, this is a book that I've been watching for a while. I can't find any raw copies. They're all graded. Most of them are graded. And for the longest time, the graded copies were $250 to $300 or more. I finally got this book. I got it for $140. This is the Transformers versus Terminator number 1. This was a Frankie's Comics exclusive by Ultra Raw 26, which his real name is Yavinder Singh Rana. It's definitely Indian. It's a Virgin cover. I don't know what this was limited to. I think it was under 1,000 copies. I don't know. It was. I only ever see 2 or 3 for sale on eBay at a time. So This was a really good deal. It's a 9/8 white pages, graded, and I mean, this cover is just, find me a better Terminator cover than this. Find me one, and I'll buy it. This is by far one of the best covers I have in my collection. I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. I think if you can buy this under $200, and you love Terminator and Transformers, this is a great buy. Great buy. I just think that cover is absolute fire. I don't think anyone looks at this and says, "Oh, that's a shitty cover." Right? I mean, it's freaking awesome. Imagine how good this will look up on your wall, right? God damn, so good. All right. Now, this is a book I've wanted for a long time. I've been coveting it, looking at it, and for the longest time, I couldn't find any books for sale on eBay. It's the only place I could find it ever is eBay. This book came out a while ago, I think 2014 or 15. So it's, several years ago. It's a Delato exclusive cover. It's a Virgin variant. Red Sonja versus Thulsa Doom. It is the Virgin cover. It's issue number 2. I don't know what the print run on this is, but I can tell you it can't be much because only recently have there been a couple for sale. There was one that was an auction, and I put a bid in up to $125, and it wasn't enough. Obviously, the guy that wanted it had a much higher bid than that, so it ended up selling for like $130. I found another seller that had just listed this, and I think he was asking like $150 for it. I wanted to see better pictures of it because this book is notoriously hard to find in really good condition. It's a black cover. It's real easy to see spine ticks and spine dents on it, and it's absolutely perfect. It's definitely a 9/8. There's no doubt in my mind this is a 9/8 copy. It's just so hard. Not that this book, I don't think this book is just worth a lot of money because it's not a key book. It's just a really hard to find book. And it's a beautiful Delato cover. I just freaking love this cover. And I've wanted this cover for a long time. There is a trade dress that you can get for like $15 to $20, maybe $30. I wanted the Virgin because it's such a nice cover and it's so rare. I mean, there may be 2 or 3 of these a year that come up for sale. That's it. So I love comic books like that. Maybe down the road this will be worth a lot. I don't know, but I just love it. It wasn't cheap, and who knows when I'll see one for sale again. So that's why I bought it. It just, that will look so good up on my wall. When I have a display of this will look so awesome. It's one of my favorite covers by Delato. It's just so well done. So that's it, guys. Those are my books that I wanted to talk about. Let me take a look at the chat, and I'm getting hungry, so I think I'm going to be ending the live stream here pretty soon. Craig69 says, I don't trust CGC. They gave a coverless book a 9/8. Did they really? That seems insane. That guy must have really been high that day. GTK Comics says that Department of Truth number 2/125 is the next nuclear book. Yeah, I think it will be. I think that'll be $1,000 raw. I do, guys. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I think as soon as that gets developed and you see a trailer, that's definitely going to be a TV series or something, and all those books are going to blow up. And that issue is going to be the toughest one to get. So, in my opinion, that book's going to be super expensive. Craig says he spent $14.95 for that DOT. Wow, that's a great price. I don't know of anybody that got that low. Boy, whoever sold you that is probably shitting himself now. GTK Comics says he got his for $40 Canadian. Yeah, great price. I paid $270 for my copy, guys. I'm not buying a comic book for $270 if I don't think it's going to go up a lot. Believe me, I'm usually pretty intelligent with my comic book purchases. I make an error like everybody else, but in my opinion, that book is going to be super expensive. It's controversial. It's very controversial. A lot of stores did not order heavy on issue number 2. I don't think there's that many out there. That's my opinion. I don't know. As soon as I did my video or not my video, but my Instagram on it, all of a sudden there were people asking $600-700 for it, graded 9.8. So I'm not saying I'm personally the one that did that, but I feel like I was. I don't know. It's just so kind of coincidental that as soon as I posted that, all of a sudden the prices went up on that book. Parker says, what is going to be the best investment, Department of Truth or Something is Killing the Children? To be honest, I think Department of Truth has more potential. The reason why is people love conspiracy theories. They love that content. And I think that Department of Truth has more mass appeal content-wise. So I know Something is Killing the Children is doing well. Those books have done much, much better than Department of Truth. But I think long-term, I think I think they're both going to be, there's going to be an attempt to develop both into some type of TV series. But I think Department of Truth has more mass appeal because people love conspiracy theories. They love that shit. It's like X-Files. I mean, it's kind of like an X-Files type thing. I just think Department of Truth has more upside potential. Long term. Who knows? I could be wrong, but that's my opinion on that. All right, guys. That's all I had for you tonight. I've been on here since 5:30. I've gone over my 1 hour time lot that I usually do. So there was a lot to show you, a lot to go over. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Share my video. That helps me grow. I'm starting to grow a little bit on my YouTube subscribers, but my Instagram is doing very, very well. All you guys kind of help me with that. So I know a lot of you are fans of the channel. I know that you are and support my work. So I appreciate you letting other people know about it. That's awesome that you do that. And if you could leave a comment, I know a lot of people will watch this in the replay. So if you're watching it on the replay, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in. I will see you guys. I'm going to post a video tomorrow on the Hot 10 list for the week from comicbookinvest.com. Look for that in the afternoon. I will post that in the afternoon. And then maybe this weekend I'll do another live stream. We'll see what's going on. I might have some time on Sunday. And I'll try to come up with some things to talk about, maybe some news items, stuff that's going on in the comic book world. I do believe the Justice League Snyder cut is coming out. Is that next week? I think it's coming out pretty soon. I can't remember what day it is, but looking forward to watching that. There should be some cool scenes that weren't in the original movie. Looking forward to watching that. So I think that comes out maybe next week. I think it might be next week. All right, guys, have a good evening, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks, everyone.